Pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, the board secretary caused notice of the meeting to be given to the public and the press on January 6, 2020. Mr. Clark, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Delia? Mrs. Gamarikian?
Here.
Mr. Munoz? Here. Mrs. Murphy? Here. Mrs. Rubin? Here. Mrs. Saha? Here. Mr. Silverstein? Here. Mrs. Turnbull? Here. Mr. Miller?
Here.
Okay, sorry. I move to suspend the rules of the order of business of the regular meeting and adjourn to closed conference session for the reasons contained in the following resolution: matters protected by attorney-client privilege and negotiations.
Moved by Mrs. Gamarikian, seconded by Ms. Saha. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. We are in closed.
I move approval to reconvene to the regular meeting agenda of the Board of Education.
Moved by Mrs. Gamarikian, seconded by Mr. Munoz. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. We are in open session. Will you all please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Mr. Clark, do you have any communications for us?
Just a few items. New Jersey School Boards, the Union County School Boards Association, their February 12th meeting is at 6 p.m. and located at A.L. Johnson High School in Clark. Second, New Jersey School Board Association, the program Social Emotional Learning Conference, February 14th, starts at 9 a.m., the conference center at Mercer in West Windsor. Third, New Jersey School Board Association School Finance Conference, February 28th, starting at 9 a.m., the conference center at Mercer in West Windsor. Fourth, New Jersey School Board Association Best Practices, Meeting the Needs of All Students. This is March 6th, starting at 9 a.m., RWJ Conference Wellness Center in Mercerville. Fifth, New Jersey School Boards Association School Technology Conference, March 13th, starting at 8:30 a.m., the conference center at Mercer in West Windsor again. New Jersey School Board Association School Board Notes, January 23rd, 29th, and February 5th. They are all part of your packet. New Jersey School Board Association Weekly Program Update, February 6th. That was part of your packet. Garden State Coalition of Schools, News and Notes, January 24th. That was part of your packet. National School Board Association National Connection Daily, January 24th through February 7th. They were all part of your packet. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
I move to approve the minutes for the executive and regular meetings of January 27th, 2020.
Moved by Mrs. Gamarikian, seconded by Mr. Munoz. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Everyone was here?
Murphy, right?
Mrs. Murphy abstains. Motion passes. Now we move to the superintendent report. Mr. Davino.
I have only one piece of news to provide you. As you are aware, we started our dance program this year, and on February 7th and 9th, I'm going to read to you from Nia Jackson, who's the instructor, teacher, etc. Extraordinaire, I might add. But on February 7th and 9th, Jonathan Dayton High School students had the pleasure of attending and performing in the Carolyn Dorfman Dance's third annual Dance Union Festival. This festival featured high school dance programs, studios, and professional companies in Union County. On Friday, Jonathan Dayton High School students participated in dance workshops and watched the Carolyn Dorfman Company rehearsal. Throughout each class, there were networking opportunities for students to speak with professional dancers from the company, as well as other high school dance students. On Sunday, students performed the piece Have Mercy, choreographed by Nia Jackson, a contemporary piece, and included 9 Jonathan Dayton High School dance students. So congratulations to Ms. Jackson and her promotion of the program, and to our students who participated in the learning and various networking activities, and of course the 9 students who participated in the contemporary dance presentation with the Dorfman Company. So congratulations. And that is the superintendent's report.
Thank you.
I'm going to pass it around so you can all see it. Pictures that came from it.
Yeah. I move to accept and approve the superintendent's report as presented.
Moved by Ms. Gamarikian, seconded by Mr. Silverstein. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. The superintendent's report is accepted and approved. And now we move on to public input of items on the agenda of the regular meeting. Any member of the public wishes to speak on items of the agenda, now is the time. Seeing none, we'll move to the business portion of the meeting. Mrs. Rubin, will you please call finance?
I move to approve numbers 1 through 4 in finance.
That's it. Moved by Mrs. Rubin, seconded by Mr. Munoz. Any discussion on those items? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motions pass. Thank you. Mrs. Gamarikian, will you please call school government?
I move to approve items 1 through 7 with a roll call vote.
Moved by Mrs. Gamarikian, seconded by Mr. Silverstein. Any discussion on those items? Mr. Clark, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Delia?
Yes.
Mrs. Gamarikian?
Yes.
Mr. Munoz?
Yes.
Mrs. Murphy? Yes. Mrs. Rubin?
Yes.
Mrs. Saha?
Yes.
Mr. Silverstein?
Yes.
Mrs. Turnbull? Yes. Mr. Miller?
Yes, motions pass. Now we move to the open public session. If any members of the public have anything they wish to comment on, now's the time. Mr. Delia will help you with the microphone.
Hi, I have a statement to read from another resident. Is that okay?
Yeah, give us your name and address, and feel free to credit whomever you wish.
Great. Bonnie Lafazon, 100 Stonehill Road. And this is a statement from resident Jill Weber. Good evening. I am a Springfield resident, speech pathologist, and most importantly, the mother of a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. We have been Springfield residents for the past 8 years. I was shocked and honestly appalled when I learned that Springfield does not have a certified media specialist in every school. How, in this day and age, is this important role not budgeted for? Literacy, technology, and media skills are necessary for our students to thrive in school and in life. While I appreciate that each school has a media center, only a certified school media specialist can help pick age-appropriate books, provide database resources, and can teach information literacy. The bare minimum of library services is not enough. Library media specialists are trained to teach children to use technology in a safe and effective way. They focus on topics such as internet safety, cyberbullying, responsible and ethical use of information, and privacy issues. We live in an upper middle class town, pay a significant amount of money in taxes, and pride ourselves in providing safe and effective educational programming. Our schools and ratings will continue to fall behind if we do not focus on education that can be provided by certified school media specialists like our surrounding districts do. I am requesting that you review this budget for next year and for ongoing years to make sure that Springfield School District employs a certified media specialist in each school. I eagerly await my children having a school media specialist when they are in grades 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Eagerly await the school board's response to this very important matter. Signed, a concerned resident and mother, Jill Weber. Thank you.
Thanks, Bonnie. All right, any other member of the public wishes to comment? Okay, we move on to new and old business. Does anybody have any new or old business to discuss? No, seeing none, I believe we have a second closed, if I'm not mistaken. So Laura, do we have a motion on that?
I move to suspend the rules of the order of business of the regular meeting and adjourn to closed conference session for the reasons contained below. Personnel, no action will be taken.
Moved by Mrs. Gamrick and seconded by Mr. Silverstein. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Motion passes. We are in closed session.